sorry that you can't be seen. Soar so high beyond the eye, what the human can. Pierce the clouds and find a song. Do it over till your life is done. Get the dream into the ground. Then imagine they have won. All the wings of man, no matter how he flies. Though you live on land, life is in the sky. Someday whenever man grows free to regret once taking your life, you are beauty at its peak, kingdom of the sky. I live only to give birth. I don't understand what this is worth. Then you can expect them to better spend them all the earth. For the wings of man, no matter how he flies. Though you live on land, life is in the sky. Someday whenever man grows free to regret once taking your life, you are beauty at its peak, depending on the sky.
One more song.
It's called Left My Baby.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. night.
has daddy issues.
Oh, I know.
His dad was an astronaut. Won't help him find these treasures. He's going to find someone who will. Not my girls.
No, that can tell. Oh. No. My daddy didn't want to be a professional baseball player.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Maybe they should do a show called Asshole Dads.
Yeah, right. Too many fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Don't tell no stories, baby. I know your lies. It's in your voice, baby. It's in your eyes. You act like you've been seeing 3 or 4 guys. You treat me like the devil and criticize. Then look at total strangers with bedroom eyes.
Doesn't take too much to
Sometimes
do
I
it.
think you're seeing 3 or 4 guys. I do believe it's high time you realize that I
Doing
just
our
can't
1080
compete with
P.
3 or 4 guys. I see your truest colors through your disguise. You think you got me fooled, but you're not that
It's a big
wise.
moment, so.
I've heard that you've been seen with 3 or 4 guys. Don't tell me I'm no good and apologize. Just leave me like you should and say our goodbye. You won't get lonely, you got 3 or 4 guys.
Only 9 months away from her tax return.
3 or 4 guys.
For new raid drives.
Well, I hear where you're coming from, but sounds like you're.
No, I'm just thinking because by the time when I start thinking of like new equipment, that price just keeps going up and up and up, But we could do like,
The raid issue is not.
yeah, and that's 125 at least. No. Give it a shot. See what works. That's
Love is pulling me tonight, drifting helpless at your will, whisper waters deep and still.
It's not like I need to upload it.
No, I don't.
Slow me down like a hurricane. Some days go by, but your breath remains. Warm and humid on my skin. My soul cries out to breathe you in.
No, I was just curious what they are now. 250s isn't that bad actually for 6 gigs or 6 terabytes.
Stronger than the ocean's tide, your love is pulling me tonight, drifting helpless at your will. I wish for waters deep and still.
Glad we look and see what the
Blow me down like a hurricane. Days go by, but your breath remains. Warm and humid on my skin.
It's such a reflection this time of year. Open up to love, spreading all of the cheer. You can feel the magic, feel it up in the air. No matter where you are, your heart always brings you there. Wishing you a happy season, though I don't really need a reason to wish you all the best in life. I would lay Angie bamboo at your feet, give you a throne of gold to make it complete. If things were different, there's so much I would do. There is nothing you could give me I haven't got from you. Wishing you a happy season, though I don't really need a reason to wish you all the best in life. Sometimes it seems that things are so black and white. There is really a place surrounded by light, where there is no weakness, just the strength I see in your eyes. This should come as no surprise, surprise, surprise. Wishing you a happy season, though I don't really need a reason to wish you
This is DJ Papa Joe. Don't touch that dial and don't turn that station. Because now you are tuning in to Bronco Nation.
Hey, baby, come on, baby! Here
Bronco Nation, everybody knows where we're from. Idaho, the Blue Ridge, Boise State University. Bronco Nation, everybody knows where we're from. Idaho, the Blue Ridge, Boise State University.
Bronco Nation can't be stopped, always aiming for the top spot, already chasing, we got this locked. They can't handle us, impossible to trample us. Our Broncos stamina's just too much. The competition knows this, it doesn't matter who our opponent is, cause we're always focused. Check the stats and analyze the facts. Use logic to make the critics admit we're the hot topic. Because we don't settle for lesser, we give it our best. A Bronco never falls under pressure.
Bronco Nation, everybody knows where we're from. Idaho, the Blue Ridge, Boise State University. Bronco Nation, everybody knows where we're from. Idaho, the Blue Ridge, Boise State University.
On this campus, if you dream it, you can make it. It's yours for the taking.
Follow your dreams.
A Broncos committed, respect is a given, resilient and driven. Success is our goal, our community's our home. Smurf turf arena, gyms are combat zones. The classroom is where we apply ourselves. It's Bronco Nation.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Bootleg Kev from Wild 101, Idaho's party station, and right now you are listening to the I Am Legendary project from my dude Papa Joe from Hustle Hard Full-Time Records. Make sure you enjoy the music, man. He's one of the few cats that I respect in Boise who are doing this hip-hop thing. Don't forget to hit up my MySpace, myspace.com/bootleg Kev. My man Papa Joe putting it down. Let's get this I Am Legendary project underway.
The 208, baby, the 208, baby, where I roam, the place I call home. My heart, my mind, my soul. If I move on, I'll never let you go. The 208, baby, the 208, baby, where I roam, the place I call home. My heart, my mind, my soul. If I move on, I'll never let you go. This is the place I live, this is the place I was born. I stay reppin' till the day I'm dead and gone. We two ride caddies, and we two ride chrome. From Fairview to Eagle, I still hold it down for my people. We keep it simple. From barbecues and cookouts, that's what we bout. From the east, west, north, and down to the south. Representing like you do, we also do it too. This is 208, the 208, baby, the 208, baby, where I roam, the place I call home. My heart, my mind, my soul. If I move on, I'll never let you go. The 208, baby, the 208, baby, where I roam, the place I call home. My heart, my mind, my soul. If I move on, I'll never let you go. Low trucks and 6-4s, Chicanos, white boys and Negroes. A diverse state, a great place to chase your dream. The city of trees is what I claim. When you come to my town, I'll add your boy and I'll show you around. Hit the club, maybe even stop and visit the plug. The struggles I've seen help me grow. I stay chasing green and raise my family in the boat. Sing it, Billy Blow.
I've been so many places, I've seen so many things. I'm in a city that believe in me. It's the 208, the place to be. City of dreams.
I understand your point. Like I said, I understand your point. I understand the rewrite.
Iron Band. I mean, it's, I agree. Also, really not saying most of the word at all.
My heart, my mind, my soul. If I move on, I never let you go.
It shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be.
I wasn't really asking your permission anyway.
I know, but I wasn't really trying
It felt
to.
like you jumped on it and wanted to find anything wrong with it that you possibly could.
Okay, well, I'll just keep my mouth shut because I was just thinking in the future, you know, the things that we always run into, they are constant challenges for us, and you know, so I was just looking at what, okay, what
You understand how
I do,
it
but
sounded.
I do, but it wasn't meant that way. It was, I was just thinking of the future, and I just need to keep my mouth shut on that kind of thing because we're always going to need new stuff.
I was trying to discuss it with you. I don't want you to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, but if I say anything like that, then you obviously think I'm trying to.
You went off on tangents about the rate doesn't really even have anything to do with it other than it's not going onto my hard drive in my computer, which is where the rate issue is.
Right. How much memory do you have on that read drive?
Half of it.
Okay, so there's not a concern right now.
And I already said I'm not probably going to keep them after I upload them. It's like, I want to hear your thoughts. But when I address those thoughts and I say, well, there's this and this, and yes, I understand where you're coming from on that.
I understand where you're coming from on that.
You're going to listen to me.
Consider I'm coming from experience as well.
There's a lot of fake dudes in this town, stepping in your face every time you turn around. There's a lot of fake dudes in this town.
I understand everything you're saying.
Me too.
You're not.
What am I not? I'm not saying don't do it.
No, but you're.
Pretty girl with muddy feet, splashing past me on the street, softly sings a little song as she gaily goes along. She stops and smiles at me
Rebutting every.
when I sing back in
You're rebutting potentials with things that don't really even have to do with it, and it feels more like you're just trying to
the middle of
negate the idea somehow.
How do they have nothing to do with that?
guide me on my
You were going off on the raid. We need drives in the towers.
And I realize that, but I'm also considering
walking through the woods at with a faltering flashlight,
even if you're using that one.
placing every step with care, hoping I don't need a pair. I am on a path.
And how is it different from transferring all the stuff from the DVR onto? I mean, I don't.
There is
That's,
no.
what I'm saying is, it wasn't about the equipment. It was about just having to break down what I'm saying. understand your point about the equipment.
And I totally I agree with you. Yeah, you're not going to be keeping it on there, and the biggest issue is probably bandwidth, and just how long it takes to transfer.
Right.
You know, which
is my problem. So you've got your next 5G.
Okay, you're gonna keep. You know what? I'm really upset about that because it's like you really want to frickin' hammer on that every time I say something. And, you know, it was an upgrade that I could do that didn't cost anything.
I'm not hammering on it. I'm saying that's not your problem.
All right. It just seems like one of those things.
And isn't it true?
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything about the cost of it or any of that. I'm glad that you have it. The only reason I can't use it is because of the data cap.
Right.
You're not preventing me from using it.
Right.
I'm saying it's not the bandwidth.
I wish Century. Crux of it.
Well, so do I.
I know.
But it's like, you know, you don't want me to say anything about that, which I'm not even, it's not a problem. But you want to get on me about, like, and it's like, it's maybe a solution. If I can get a better feed going to YouTube, they may be more willing to fix what's wrong.
You're right. I wasn't trying to.
And it didn't even feel like it was about the money or the equipment. It felt like they were just looking for anything to bring me down.
I wasn't. That's where I should have. I mean, that's where if you're going to take it like that. And I understand why you do.
Because it's because every answer I give you, it's like something else. And it's like, it doesn't really have anything to do with anything. Like, I have to download and upload anyway. It's not what you're saying. It's the way it's presented, and it's like it's just beat me down. Because I understand what you're saying. I get it. It's more work for my computer.
Sorry. I didn't intend to be down.
Having to, you know, and it's like, and then and I'm like, yeah, but I won't support you in taking some job into the call because I don't think, it's like.
I honestly didn't expect you to. I didn't expect that was even an option. The more I found out about it, the less it became even more like one of them. When I first saw the outreach, I was considering, a 9. A 9. And it might give us an opportunity to move or something, but it's not even remotely close.
I know, what I'm saying is, it's like, I'm not sure if I'm feeling the same way, but it's like, this doesn't feel to me like it something will fuck up our lives.
No, it won't. You're right, and it's just, we're both kind of naysayers, but I am more extreme for sure. I compound it way more than I need to, and I've got to reel that in. We're being realistic is ultimately what we're trying to do, and that does make sense. That sounds like a great option, and it's, you can do it at HD quality.
Maybe. If I, that's where I'm. That's the thing is like. I'm gonna test it at 1080p. I'm gonna see how big that is.
Yeah.
And then if that's too big, I can always go to 480p.
Right.
720 even maybe, but I'm just testing it, and it's just like. I just don't understand what it's about. And it's like, is it a Pisces thing? Is it because you're just negative by nature?
It might be, but it's not just a Pisces thing. I mean, it is. That's definitely a Pisces characteristic, but I think it's, it's me and my. I still. It's like I'm fighting that dreamer side of me, or that I have all these things, and we have all these things that we want to do and see happen, and the reality of it is such that it's, I get too excited and then I come down really hard with the reality, and then it's hard. It's hard for me to be in a middle ground, and be comfortable there, where it's like like the little steps it takes. That eventually we can get to that level, but if I don't have it immediately, I want to tear it down completely. So so it's out of reach. It's that mechanism, I think, within me that I just.
I almost feel like it's more because you have been seeing a lot lately how if it doesn't come from me, then it's no good, and it's like I don't feel that way at all. But I do kind of feel like you don't like it when other people figure things out, other people have ideas, or other people get something right.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. I think that's my defense mechanism.
And I know that I do that, like with these things, I get annoyed with the fact that they talk as though their theory is the right one, and then the next day they've got another theory, and that's the right one.
Yeah.
But I feel like when I'm standing up for myself, and I see something that, that does make sense to me.
Right.
That I'm able to say that and accept it and not feel like it's some blow to my personal ego.
Right. You're right. You are on that. Because I'm not sure why that's such a fucking strong thing for me, or why I haven't been able to let go of it.
It's an insecurity thing.
It is.
If you're not the one who's right all the time, and you're not the one who knows the answer, then somebody else might, and you might not be as important or special or cool.
Well, and then if they're right, I'm a failure, is the feeling.
Well, even if they agree with you, that's the thing about something like this, is it's like, if you'd have thought of this, it would be a great idea.
Be all over it, yeah, that's the way I, like when I screwed up at work. I didn't redo those things, the agreements, and I fucking was crushed, and I didn't take, him just pointing out the possibility that I was just George, but here, well, did you consider this? And then I got angry because I've been trying to get this information and I can't. Here's what I have done, and I still haven't, and I still screwed up. And I can admit it, but it really fucks with me. I don't want to fail.
But that's the thing, is like you can't seem to understand, you can't seem to accept that that's not a failure, it's a mistake.
I know.
It's the perfectionism.
It is.
And that's a major factor in depression.
It is. And for me especially.
No, not for you especially. For most people, people who tend to be perfectionists also tend to be prone to depression.
Yeah.
And even manic depression.
Yes.
It's just because it's impossible.
Right. And
They tend to be people who go on something and then give up as soon as they hit that first obstacle.
Yeah.
Well, and I speak from experience. It's not, but I'm learning that, you know, you fuck up sometimes.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're a bad person or you're not cool or special or good.
Right.
It just means you made a mistake. You're human.
Yeah.
And that human thing is harder even for you than for me.
It is. It really
Because
is.
you were raised with this idea that, you know, we're God, and it's like that, and it's like, yeah, but
Yeah.
God as a whole is the epitome of perfection and imperfection, but we as humans, our whole point here is to be human, finite, fallible.
Yeah. And learn from that experience.
Yeah.
And just experience that experience, really.
Really?
You may or may not learn from it. And I can see how I got that reinforced in me throughout my life. You know, and my mom always blamed my dad. Oh, everything's got to be perfect. It's all him. It's all going to be perfect, and you'll never achieve that. It's impossible. But you can do anything you put your mind to.
And you're God.
And you're God. Yeah, and so and I really, that is one of my primary issues. Is I then I get righteous about my level of perfection. Because I see, I do know a lot of stuff, and I am aware of a lot of things. But I am human, and I make mistakes, and it is hard for me to accept that failure is just, it's kind of like the whole network marketing thing. No means yes, just yes later, whatever. Just not, kind of thing. It's like a failure is an opportunity to figure out how to do it better the next time, how to learn from it, not just give up. And I, obviously, that's been a big one for me.
Well, and also in your case, and a lot of people's, but like in this, for instance, I was a little, it made me cringe a little bit when you said that you went through all your emails and you made this big thing for George and he had to call you and do it, and it's like, all you had to say was, as soon as you understood what had happened, all you had to say was, I'll fix that.
Yeah. And I even did. I apologized for him because I said I got flustered and I let it get the better of me. And because he had said, you just need to step back and take a breath and look at the situation, look at it and evaluate it, and then move on. And I said, you're right. I got upset.
Well, good. I mean, that's a good way to handle that.
He's cool. He gets it. It's like, thank God he is who he is, because he didn't get offended.
Yeah.
But it really was one of those blows to me that I make much bigger than it needs to be, but it is pretty major when I do that. When I make a mistake, and then it's like, fuck. And I got flustered. I got frenetic about it.
But you recognize that. I mean, I could tell even when you got home, you were still struggling with just accepting that, and the thing is it's not even that big a mistake. It's completely understandable. It didn't fuck anything up.
Right.
And you say more about yourself when you let it get to you that way than you say about the person you're trying to blame it on.
Right.
But the fact that and it's like, I'm sure he does get it. That, you just really want to do your job well.
Mm-hmm.
You're really trying, and it's really frustrating when something like this slips by. But you look cooler when it doesn't cause you to make a big stink and try to blame everything, you know, just,
Right.
oh, that's too bad, I'll get that fixed right away.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, this is so much better, I'd have to say, than it would have been, say, a year or 2 years or 5 or 10 years ago. Would have been like, you quit your job.
Right. Well, I know,
You know.
fuck.
And I don't really know how you get comfortable with those things, because you don't want to be someone that it doesn't matter and you don't care.
Right, right. Because I fucking care. What's hard is, like you say, it's hard for me to accept that I'm human and I make mistakes. And, you know, like
Well,
it's
especially when you're really wanting to be like exceptional.
I want to get it right. You know?
Well, you want to be better than Steph. And that right there is part of the
That's
problem.
the hugest part of the problem right there. Is like, yeah. And she just feeds right into that, you know.
Well, she makes it easy to be better than her, but then whenever you do something that, you know, takes you down a peg, it's like...
And you know what? That's exactly the first thing I fucking thought when I saw that, the spreadsheet. And, you know, I had 5, and she had like 3. And I immediately was like, pissed. And then of course I see, oh, these are all Everett. You know, it's like,
Well, so then it's Everett's fault.
right, exactly. And no, it was my fault because I didn't redo the GHAs.
But then from there, the next step is, you know, it's on me. But it's not, no blame needs to be assigned here. I made a mistake.
I need to learn from it and remember it and move on.
And then the next step after that is accepting that other people make mistakes too. And that doesn't make them failures as humans.
I've been really wrestling with, you know, my dislike and wanting to blame her. You know, I see what I'm doing, and it's like, yeah, I may not like her, and I don't like the gratitude and the games. I really don't like that kind of shit. But you know what? I need to fucking let go. Somehow, I need to just do my job, do what I need to do, and not let that, you know, yeah, protect myself. Obviously, I realize I have to, but I don't have to fucking get so caught up in it that I'm trying to destroy her, or I'm trying to run her out, or, you know, prove that I'm better.
Yeah.
Is, you know, and that's what
That
I've
should
been.
be apparent, frankly.
It's like you say, it's easier when I don't try, when I don't do that stuff, when I just am who I am and I do what I do, and things work out. They just work out.
Right. See,
Yo, Alfonso Abiras. Look on me face, you know me frost. System a bite and sting like wash. We are go run them down, fire go burn them down. We are go run them down, fire go burn them down. Come go jump and know the fire
but she is still who she is.
Right.
I don't like her.
Snake's a snake.
Yeah, so it's like,
Trample the beast. Fireman and blaze go straight through them shields. Right on them body and things start to peel. I scrupulous mind them artists and clean. You a hear me? Me I tell you how me feel. I know big man me see I move like them need. Run through the place and deal with it me. Light up the fire car and start lead.
and I may see how for me in my sphere influences me, but it's my choice to allow them to know the fire of it. And then, you know, so it's like if you know someone else,
Alright, then she coming up here, me move so fast. Oh, not the way I figure give me so fast. All blood suck off, we get this a rock. Alright, righteousness, man, they are in dark. We will chat in the earth, we heal the most. I will not fear and head are the one we are afraid of the end tail, not the gun we are by. I chat on my shield and I in my right eye.
when I step back and I say, well, this is my stuff, and then I'll respond.
Babylon around.
But you're stuck with stuff that I don't want to be around.
Fire off your burn.
No offense.
Right.
No judgment.
Live up to your moral, don't sell it out. The whole thing funny, just go and hold it out. The food the amount, and me still a go it out. Go and farm on the land, don't care if I do. Them get sunshine, still hear them a cry. Them get rainfall, still hear them a cry. The most by work, them still satisfied. Ungrateful one, never yet survive.
See that one call, then to like wanting to, let go of that call, and then they're perfect again, or they're great,
Fire off the bar. Be Congo John, you see your Babylon around.
the middle ground for me is,
Yeah, man. A star, the lion in
still the best one for
Babylon
people I really like
Tell
very
them
much.
to come close. Fire upon
Well,
them
that's
to the
accepting that, you know, she's in my reality
Yeah.
for a reason. And the reason is that I'm learning. I see this as an opportunity for me to, see the mirror, embrace it, understand it, and move on from it.
Well, that still assumes that you're going to be able to get away from her at some point, It's
Right.
like, what if that doesn't happen?
Right.
How long is that going to hold?
Yeah.
Or is it just a matter of letting her be her,
Right.
and you being you for whatever period of time or whatever we have to, it's like, I may not be able to move on from this.
Right.
We have gotten to the point here where we don't necessarily want to move.
Right.
We don't want to try and get away from you because your mirrors we don't particularly like.
Right.
We've just learned not to look.
Right.
That's not a reflection I need to see anymore. I get it.
Yeah. And whether that means they disappear from our reality or not, who knows? Most likely, yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, it really doesn't. If I don't care, then I'm focused on what I need to do and accomplish.
Well, the thing is when you come onto my property, now you're in my sphere.
Yeah.
And I control this sphere. This is not, you don't get to just come in here and bring your shit.
Right.
So I have, at that point, I'm going to interact with you. And I'm probably going to choose the high ground. I'm probably going to choose to take the high road. I'm going to be as kind to you as I possibly can, while making it clear that I prefer you weren't here. Basically ignore you. Even while you're in my sphere. I don't, just because you decided to come here doesn't mean I have to deal with you.
Yeah. And it's usually kind of entertaining.
Very.
When I'm not letting it get to me. Hearing all that huffing and puffing. I'm just kind of like, that's the fine line I gotta be careful with. It's like, oh, this is kind of funny. Now don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear, because you know you want him.
Don't start thinking that you're all that. And you're, oh, look at how much better than you I am, because then you're giving weight to their presence.
Don't even get me started there.
Well, that's
The other day,
that's where it's like, yeah, we can still have fun with it. We can still acknowledge who they are, but they become less.
And less effectual in our reality.
Yeah. That's what we did with my mom when she was here. It was like, you sit there in your corner and fucking expect everyone to cater to you. Guess what? And she could handle it for 3 days.
Right.
That's where this is going to be interesting, because you're not going to be deciding when the meals are had. You want to eat? Go ahead. I'll even probably get you food, because I do that.
Right.
People in my house, whatever.
Yep.
But not if I'm busy, and I'm, often busy. But and it is. It's fun. It's like,
Yeah.
it makes it so much lighter.
Right.
Yeah. I like light.
Yeah. Enlightenment. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. She wasn't busy.
Stuff.
Yeah, and comes up and Tanya's